Hello and welcome to the AD Bait Kitchen, and we're back again, hopefully bringing you those extra edges from the world of bait to get some more fish in your net during any situation out there. Now luckily again, the information isn't getting supplied by me. That's because Darren Cox is here. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to fire some questions at you now because I know you have a wealth of knowledge on bait. But basically what we're looking at in this episode is pretty much the most popular bait out there, probably in commercials these days, is the pellets. So we're going to go a few different things that you do, extra tips that you do to make you'll stand out from the person next door to you. So that's what we want to get from you today. But the first of all, what I want to start on, certainly with the Mainline match range, is there's two distinct types of pellets. So there's the activated coarse pellets, and then there's the activated cell pellets. So my first question to you is, what's the difference and when would you use them?
As with lots of Mainline gear, it's really, really good quality stuff, and you can actually see and smell the difference. When you look, for example, at the activated cell, these are a really light pellet. They're available in 2mm, 4mm, 6mm and 8mm, so a great
full range. Yeah.
That's your activated cell, much lighter than the other ones, which are...
You can visually see actually the difference, can't you? Yeah,
totally. Yeah. This is basically the activated coarse pellet, activated cell,
yeah.
And they're great for two different reasons. I mean, everybody loves the cell smell.
Yes,
it's
yeah.
fantastic. But I catch fish on both these, and I catch them for two reasons. I use them for different things. The cell themselves, although a lot of people use them on the bomb and fishing over the top of a bomb, for example, I love them on the pole. I love them for pinging shallow in the 4mm and 6mm on the pole, and also on a pellet waggler. Great for it. They're a little bit lighter, as I say, than the activated coarse.
Cool. So you think they will actually sink a little bit slow as well?
They sink a bit slow, and I actually think they ping about a bit.
Yeah.
They're slightly longer in the length, and you can see they're much lighter, so they're more visible higher up in the water.
I get that. Yeah, 100%.
And they just, when they hit the bottom, they just start to ooze out that beautiful scent.
Nice.
So the activated, I just love for fishing the bomb.
Yeah,
we do a lot of fishing these days, fishing method or hybrid feeder shorts, and we ping pellets
over
on the top. These are absolutely perfect for it. But that's the 8mm.
Yep.
But you can go right down to the 2mm. The 6s, again, are like an in-betweener. You can fish them on the pole, you can fish them on the bomb, or if you need to, on the pellet waggler. But the 4mm are predominantly a pole orientated.
So the same sort of thing then. You'd perhaps use your cell lighter ones for a bit higher up, and the other ones for perhaps your bomb and your methods, stuff like that. So perfect. A real good breakdown. And actually, I didn't realise there was such a distinct difference. So hopefully that's tip one straight across to you. But what I want to ask you is, because without a doubt, the question I get asked the most on pellets is around 2mm. Yeah. Either feed them in a toss pot or cupping them in, or on a hybrid feed like we've touched on. Is one, how to prepare them, how to look after them throughout the day, and how to get the most from them. So the first thing is, if you were going to take, I'm guessing that from what I've learned from you just then, you can use the activated pellets on a method.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we've got some activated 2mm here.
Yeah.
First thing is, how do you prepare these and get these right? Because a lot of people are so worried about over wetting them, having them too dry.
Well, you just said it. With pellets, you can't bring them back.
Yeah.
So you've got to be in charge. And the worst thing you can do is put a load of water in pellets.
Okay.
You've got to nurture them, you've got to add it. It's like growing a plant. Little bits of water at a time, and you'll get the right.
Try and get it. Okay.
So you'll get it in the consistency of exactly how you want it.
Nice.
So basically, I mean, like you said, we've got some activated coarse here, but it applies exactly the same
pretty much,
to the cell as well.
Okay. Yeah.
All I do, I always have a little strainer. Much better, much more in control.
Yeah.
Put them in a dry bait tub. Then basically, all I do is I add water to them, and I fill them. I flood them with water.
So you're literally going over pellet level here. You're gonna
over the level.
Yeah.
Top it up until you see all the pellets are literally under the water.
Yep.
The key here is to be very, very careful. The days of leaving pellets in water for 2, 3, 4 minutes are over. You give them as much as you think, and a really good signal is, as they start, you see that?
Starting to go already,
to bind now, I will give them a swish around and literally turn my water like that.
It's that quick?
That quick.
So like I said, the old rule of sort of 2 minutes for 2mm, 4 minutes for 4mm, get rid of it, do it. Yeah.
No, the days are gone with that, and if they dry out, we've got some great little tricks to actually...
So you'd rather have them on the drier side is basically what you're saying, okay.
So I'll tip the water out.
So that's completely done now, water's gone, and you're just going to leave them sitting in there.
what you need to do, you need to do it early.
Yeah.
If you like doing it at home, by all means do it at home, but bag them up and keep them sealed so they don't start to dry out. If you want to do it at the bank, just make it your first thing when you get to the bank. It's a bit like when you're doing your ground bait. Do your ground bait, do your pellets, get it over and done with.
Get it done.
And then if they need tweaking later on before the match, you can do it.
You can do it. Like it. One quick question I want to fire at you, because you mentioned there, and I get this a lot. You said do it at home. Are you worried about the old tale of tap water and lake water?
No.
You don't follow it?
Absolutely not.
I'm glad you said that, because I don't either.
No, I've tried both, and I've caught so many fish by just pouring tap water straight into ground bait. You know, we fish for what they class as the fickle fish, the ones that have got most sensitive, the big carp and the small roach.
Yeah,
they're the fish that'll tell you. Doesn't make any difference. Trust me, I'm too long in the tooth to believe that.
I agree on that one. I don't mind either, but I know loads of bit of fussy with it, so we'll try and kill them if there as well. Yeah. So we're leaving them now, and we've already prepared some. These are soaked up. How long would you expect it to take to get to this sort of usable size then?
Well, you want to leave them at least 20 minutes, half an hour.
So it's really important to get it. If you are doing on the bank, first thing, get your bait done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done these, and they're holding together, but they're just really neat. They probably need a little bit more water now.
Yeah.
But there's little things we can do to actually make those even better.
Cool. Well, this is where I'm going to fire questions at you, because like we said, they're going to be fine to use. And if you want to put them on a method, ball them up, great. But again, with you here and your knowledge, that's far too easy for you. So we want to get into a bit more in the mainline match range as well, because there's some liquids, some oils and stuff that you readily use actually to get some extra sort of...
Absolutely. I mean, first thing is the flavoured colours. These are absolutely fantastic. And one of the beauties about these is a lot of places we go these days, we've got to use fishery pellets.
Yeah.
We haven't got the luxury of using our main lines at fisheries that only allow their pellets.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like to try and make a difference. And there's a few ways you can do that. These dyes, the flavoured dyes, are a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. I'll just give you an idea. I mean, literally, I can drop few pellets in there.
So you could make your main batch up normally, then split them up. Yeah.
The damp down. So I literally just put. You need to do a small amount.
Yeah, exactly.
Test them, see how it works. But all I do is drop a bit of this dye in.
Yeah. Is there a rule to how much? This is quite strong, isn't it?
It's very strong.
Yeah.
But with pellets, they're all individual, and they will take in a lot of dye.
So you need a coating on all of them. Yeah.
I'll use some of the pineapple Scopex as well.
So you've just picked off the table there, red and yellow. Is that?
I'd use any one.
Is that the same as normal fishing?
Yeah, I'd use
all of
any
them.
one. I love red and yellow.
Red and yellow. So they'd be your two go-to colours, yeah.
You see that? I just put a little
quick
bit
that
of red.
goes in, yeah.
I'm just rolling the pellets round, and they will literally take in all the dye, and the whole pellet go red inside.
Really quickly as well, actually.
Very quickly. Because they're on the dry side, so they're sucking water and sucking moisture in, so you can still work them. If you overwork them, there you go, the Scopex pineapple one, exactly the same.
Yeah.
You can't see it quite as well because it's yellow, but you see it's...
It is quite vibrant, actually. I quite like the fact that actually in one liquid you've got flavour and colour as well, because there's some times where you have to go and colour them and then flavour them, and this is just one liquid job done, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got two there.
God, that smells good. I wish you could smell that. That smells good.
Pineapple Scopex, fantastic. But they want sort of 5-10 minutes just to settle, really.
Okay, yeah.
But now you've got your activated cell, or you've got your activated course, or you've got fishery pellets. You've now got 3 colours and 3 flavours of pellets. Yeah. So, if you're on a fishery that doesn't allow these, already you've got some great options.
I really like that.
Some really good options.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, probably the activated mainline cells have got enough in them to be attractive, but the tip about their fishery course bait is so popular now across the UK, certainly, that you're all using the same, aren't you? Well, now, you're still within the rules, but you're not using the same. So, really like that.
No, you're only doing things you're allowed to do, which is the most important thing.
I like that. And then another thing I want to pick your brains on is the other liquid as well. So, we've got the mainline, this is the sticky syrups.
These are, But again, they're sticky, they're flavoured.
Yeah.
So they bring loads and loads of attraction and loads of added benefit in terms of making the pellets work better.
Okay.
In different ways. For example, the sticky molasses, the black molasses, I love this one for putting on fishery pellets when I'm fishing the pellet waggler or the bomb, because no disrespect to some of the pellets that you buy.
I know what you mean,
They're not the highest quality, these ones sink beautifully and they slip.
Some of them certainly don't. I know what you mean,
And when you're feeding the pellet waggler and you're getting seagulls dive bombing you, without doubt, it spooks your fish. So
Cool.
I try and get the pellets under the water
Yeah.
as quick as I can. And this stuff, you only need a very, very light.
Just over the fishery course pellet, yeah.
Over the top of it, smooth them in, and you throw them in the water in contrast. You'll see every single one breaks the water surface.
Like it.
And that's what's
An
important.
even fall, yeah.
And one of the other things with this, and one of my favourites is this pepper tune. This is absolutely fantastic. This one, it's something I use in cold water a lot. All these syrups.
Yeah.
Because I think they just give you that. There's quite a bit of sugar in them.
Yeah.
And they just give you that extra enhancement in the water. When a lot of the time we're just fishing with a hybrid with just micros.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everybody's fishing a waft. Everybody's fishing micros. So it's just getting that
extra edge, yeah.
point of difference, you know. And all I do, I mean, I'll put this straight into these.
Yeah. So straight on your soak pellets, just
on, put a bit on.
quite a liberal amount, yeah.
Put plenty on, yeah. Just swish it round.
You can actually see like how it sounds a silly question, but visual sticky is not a thing, but you can see them binding together straight away, and that smell again is good.
Again, you just need to leave that.
You leave that a while. So is this with your method pellets? You've just added that on there again. Another great way of doing it. Rather than adding water, perhaps to pellets if they start to dry out throughout the day, you'd add this liquid rather than water.
In your own choice of colour and flavour. You know, so we've got these colours here. But these are the ones that will help you bind your pellets on a feeder, or if you wanted to squeeze them hard to put them in on a pole, and you know, through a pot or something like that. It's these
sticky liquids that will get the extra effect. Cool. Yeah. And then by magic, I have got a hybrid feeder here, and we've gone for a little one of your, is it wafters you got in there?
Yeah,
tuna wafter. Tuna wafter. Yeah. So again, a whole host of hook baits from Mainline, isn't there? Starting to learn your favourites, tuna and tuna I'm putting together. So
well, we learned from you, all the specialist anglers. They know what they're talking about, and we, you know, Mainline have been forefront of carp technology in terms of baits for years and years, and they're using the quality product they've got and the flavours they know that works for carp, and they do.
I like it.
They do. But the wafters, I mean, these are, I don't know whether it's a wafter or a wafter, depends
where you are, yeah.
But I love the tuna and I love the pineapple, but I know, you know, lots of the lads have the chocolate, basically the chocolate, orange, and also the white as well. Yep. For bream fishing, white and yellow, I love them. For carp fishing, pink and yellow. But it's all about contrast. If you're wanting to show a bait, highly visible, it's say in winter or in summer, you want something to pop off.
I'm with you.
Then you want something that's
bright. Something bright, yeah.
You want something that's a bit less obvious, where you've got lots of fish feeding and hitting the feeder all the time. You get away with a low vis bait.
Like it.
And often that's better, because they're only really wanting to eat the micros, because that's what they're getting full of every time you cast the feeder in. So low vis or high vis, it's about
working out.
And these do everything. Yeah. But wafters are so good.
That's good. That's the beauty of all of this. You know, quickly together in sort of 5-10 minutes, we've got different colours, different flavours, and this is a real experiment for anyone out there to try. But I'll get you to, we've got a little tank here, so I'll get you to load the hybrid as you would, then and put them in a ball as well, and we'll see if we can differentiate between, you know, what that's actually done to the pellets and sticking them together.
What I'm going to do, just before we do that, I'm going to drop a few of these in here.
Okay.
You just needed 5-10 minutes more.
I was going to say, so these probably need a bit longer, but we're trying to do this in time.
See there?
It's completely different, isn't it, now?
Lots and lots of colour in there. And basically, I'm put a few of those in there. Just dry them out a little bit more. But you can see, they're absolutely perfect.
And now this is like a million miles away now from a standard sort of fishery pellet going on the feeder, isn't it? Yeah. You've got all sorts of flavours, colours, enhancements going on.
Squeeze them down.
Nice. Neat, isn't it? So then that's in there. So again, now you'd expect a little bit of that liquid. So one of the things that people fight with a while is it getting to the bottom? Is it breaking off on the top? But pretty confident with this liquid on, taking care of your pellets, that, well, they're doing it there, aren't they? They're going to stay in there, and it's going to be what we expect is going to be, you know, your pile, handful size with your bright hook bait sort of in the middle.
Starting to work off the feeder. These will take longer because they've just had that sticky syrup on.
Yeah, so they're perhaps be slightly more.
If you left them 10 more minutes, the pellets would have taken the sticky syrup in.
Yeah.
And they come off a little bit quicker. But it's when you're casting big distances in the middle of winter, you're waiting 20, 25 minutes for a bite. You don't want your bait empty.
No, you don't. That'd be the worst thing to do, wouldn't it?
100% guarantee that feeder hits the bottom in one piece with all the bait around it.
Yeah.
And then you've got a very good chance. You can see it's
looking good.
It's starting to show now. The bubbles are pinging out. It's starting to work. And before long, the wafter will ping out. And
you're going to be in. I like it. So that is very well done. A comprehensive look at pellets, flavours, how you do it, how you enhance them. But I'm not quite done with you yet. We're going to have a quick break, and there's more pellets in the range, which is expanders. And again, another tricky one that I know sometimes people struggle with. So we're going to clear this up, and we'll be back shortly with having a look at the expander range. Okay, so we're back for part two, all tidied and ready to take a detailed look at expanders, Darren. Now, this is one for me, working in the shop in the old days and that I got asked loads of times, I can't get my expanders right, they come off every time, and even when they're shipping out and stuff. So let's get all these myths out of the way, how to do it properly. But before we do that, an actual look at the range, because there's three different expanders I can see here, yeah?
Well, basically, you've got the world famous cell.
Yep.
You've got the activated, which ties in again with the
pellets. Yeah, spot on.
And then you've got neutral.
Yep.
So if you don't want a flavour, you just want
a normal neutral pellet. Yeah.
You've got a choice. I use them all. I think they're all fantastic. And again, I like to just have a few ways of spicing them up.
Yeah, definitely. So let's concentrate first of all on how to pump. So what we've done is we've got neutral expanders. There's no flavours.
Yeah.
How do you pump your expanders? Talk us through. Show us what you do, because I'm sure this is where a lot of people are going wrong when they're doing expanders.
I mean, it is, for me, it's very, very easy, but I was taught how to do it. As soon as people teach
it is. You need to know. You need to show them, because
it's very easy. I've got basically the 4s and the 6s. I'll
pump them together.
No qualms in pumping them together. Honestly, they take as much water in as they want to take in, within reason. So, as long as you don't drown them with water, then you're okay.
So nice and simple. Dry pellets into your pellet pump.
So quite a bit. Don't scrimp. You know, mix plenty up because when you get them right, you know,
once they're done,
bagging, you can soon
you don't want to be mixing them up again.
20 minutes for them to sort out again.
And the fact that potentially we're going to be splitting these up, which we'll come on to in a moment, that you want to do enough to start with too. So with water-wise, obviously you're going to try and skillfully add this into there.
Which is a bit difficult.
Are you just completely covering the pellets here, or just filling the pump up?
I'm filling the pump up because the pump works best.
Yeah.
It's full.
Okay.
Because
there's less air to trap.
Suck out.
I'm with you. Yeah.
That's right. So literally, I just have a little bit in like that.
Yeah. So obviously, anyone will notice who's pumped expanders now, these are floating at the moment.
Yeah.
So now basically what you're trying to achieve is to get the air out of these, water into them, and to make them sink.
Absolutely. You can do them without pumping them if you want. Just add water, add whatever you need to. But you've got to be mindful that they all flow. So you have to balance them on a hook.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a critically balanced expander, then by all means do that. Have one.
Just put them in water. Okay.
Just in water, just let them soak it in.
Yep.
And one pumped. So basically, what I do, so just literally fill it up.
Yep.
I'll pump it once, and then twice.
That's it.
Yeah, literally like that.
See, that's mental. Seeing people before pumping away at the pumps for age, you hear them on the bank, don't you?
You see there, look, they're all some.
They are straight away,
pump and they're fine.
I think that's worth a good quality pump, isn't it? So that I could physically see that air getting drawn out and that.
You know, if you don't have a good pump, then you end up breaking the pump and destroying the pellets.
So there's no soaking them now. It's drain the water straight out, or
I drop them in the water.
It's the same water you pumped them in,
yeah. Give them a few minutes, let them start soaking. I mean, I know how much water they need.
Okay.
So what I tend to do is I'll take the water out, and I just want the pellets just having a bit of water around them, and I know that they will take in.
Okay, so you'll actually leave them like this?
Yeah, just leave them like that, let them take the water in, but they will expand as far as you want them to. If you put too much water in, they'll blow
just keep
up,
going and going and going.
and that's when they start to split.
Yeah.
Again, it's like talking about doing your micros. You've got to be in control of your pellets, and then you can get them the size you want. It says 4 mil on the bag, it says 6 mil. But
you can get them to...
If you let them go, then they'll grow.
No, I like it, yeah.
You know, have them however you want.
Yeah.
Another way to do it is, when I prepare them at home, is I will put them in the amount of water I know I need to get them the right size. Put them in a bag, take all the air out of the bag, knot them, so they literally stay the size you want them.
And you just leave, and then you leave them like that.
cool them down, put them in the fridge, and they'll be perfect for the morning.
Like it. Right, so you're obviously an expert at doing it, and you've done it so many times, but for someone who, say, doesn't get this spot on, is there anything they can do with some of these liquids to rescue them? Or, I mean, people were so worried back in the day that they were going to come off. They use gelatin and stuff. There's none of that no more?
Yeah. There's one really good trick that I like to use. Gelatin is important. If you're waiting for bites, if you're wanting to use an expander pellet to catch skimmers or even carp or F1s on a method feeder or a pellet feeder, then you need something that's a little bit more robust.
Definitely.
Something you can push a needle through and put on a hair. One of the tricks that I like to do, and these are still soaking water up, but it's about the right time to do them now. I literally just take all the water out of them. I go to one of my favourites. Sally's.
Cell. Okay.
Nice
and this is
basically a sticky syrup.
Yeah. Syrup.
So I use it for a lot of things, but it just turns into it's a substitute for gelatin.
It has replaced gelatin basically.
We all used to put gelatin.
I remember those days. Yeah, it was horrible.
We're all using pellets so you could bounce off the floor.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a real balance in getting the softest, nicest pellets that a fish will take in.
Yeah, exactly.
To having a pellet that will sit on the bottom and sit on the hook well enough. Now they will take in all of that.
So they'll actually draw this liquid in, yeah?
Yeah, totally. And these ones I did an hour ago.
Yeah, you can visually see, can't you?
Yeah, I mean that you feel that the texture of those, they're like a lovely bouncy, but not too rubbery texture.
No, you can.
Hook will go through them.
Nice and soft still.
All you're doing is you're maintaining the consistency of the pellet, the constituency of the pellet, should I say. Yeah. You're not breaking it down. Put too much water in. Yeah. You break it down and it'll become mushy. Whatever pellet it is, they do that.
I think that's the problem a lot of people have, is they have either left them in water too long, and once it's gone past that stage. So take your care doing this. Yeah. And then I know you've also got, some that true Blue Peter style you've done earlier. Yeah. We link back to what you mentioned is, again, these colours and flavours come into it, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're now making your own specialised hook baits.
We all know how good colours are for fish.
Yeah.
Bream, carp, they love yellow. Absolutely love it. All fish love red. Yeah. Whether we're fishing for roach or dace on the rivers or carp on maggots or boilies, whatever, they love red.
Red's the one.
Absolutely love red. So I always like to have a couple of different colours as well as like
as your normal
colour.
Yeah.
Because what I like to do is I like to...
We're going to show this in the tank, are we?
Yeah, which we'll show in a second. Put a bit of colour in the microbes, which I've demonstrated.
That's the ones earlier, yep. Yeah, so if we showing these what they're going to look like, the reason why you're dyeing these is to try and get a standout or a...
Standout bait, it's all about stand out or blend in. Yeah. Yeah, so if you want a bait to blend in, then make it look as normal as you can.
Yeah, fair play.
If you want it to be standout, for example, then I'd probably just have plain colour pellets and have a bright
hook bait
expander.
Like it.
But this just gives you the best of both worlds. So what I've done here, I've prepared 2 lots of expanders just in exactly the same way as I showed you with the syrups. I pumped them, I left them in water for a little bit, but as I left them in the water, all I did was literally give them a squeeze, and I'll show you with these.
Yeah, because you want to see how much, I guess, you put on,
Yeah, if you just want, don't be afraid to put quite a bit in.
Getting the theory again here, red and yellow. If anyone wants to go and try something, red and yellow.
And that's literally all I did.
And then eventually they turn into that, And
you get a beautifully yellow and red pellets. Yeah. So you've got a natural, you've got yellow and a red. So you've got no colour, no flavour. Colour and flavour. Yeah. So what you can
literally how you want it.
Literally, and we can show in the tank.
Yeah, drop a few in there.
If you're fishing on the pole and you want to make a difference, especially on commercial fishing.
Definitely, where it's the same. Yeah.
You're feeding basically through a pot.
Yeah. So this is your feed going in.
You're dropping a bit of feed in.
Yeah.
And then your pellets over the top.
Your hook baits over the top.
Yeah. You see some of those.
They're probably because of the ones we just done, but the ones and they're absolutely spot on.
But they're absolutely perfect.
With a hook in those, they're going to be literally nutri-balanced, aren't they? Yeah. Really good. Another very good look at different tricks you can do, and hopefully if anyone struggled with expanders, 'cause I'm sure everyone on the bank has struggled with them before. That's give you tips, practices, how to get rid of those issues and enhance it for going forward. So as always, before we sign off, a quick competition. So at the start of this part 2, we said there was 3 different types of expanders in the Mainline match range. So if you could name all 3 flavours, and then you'll be entering the competition, we'll put a little bundle together again. But thank you very much, Darren. It's been very good.
Enjoyed it.
And now actually fishing against you a few times, I can see probably why you beat me. So get this into your fishing. I'm sure it will help you as well.